Good Saturday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Justin Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Saturday morning and going into your just Saturday and overall. As you can see, if you look up here, we have a lot of precipitation going up here inside of the upstate of South Carolina. And you might see like these little green lines right here. You might be wondering, what are those? That's actually kind of like a box kind of shape. And the thing with that is that actually, if you're going to turn all that off, it is a flash flooding possible. If you go ahead and click it, it says, Northeast Georgia, upstate South Carolina, western and central North Carolina, south central Virginia. Slow moving, narrow but intense updates with occasional collisions, mergers, poise a few incidents of widely scattered and localized flash flooding possible this morning. And then here goes all like the math with not all the math, but all like the meteorological stuff with it. Um, and it's pretty much it's gonna be a potential for some flash flooding, and pretty much all the way up the I-85 corridor as well. You can also see some flash flooding there. Hourly totals of 1.5 to 2.5 inches an hour are possible. Uh, and then some isolated localized 3 inch per hour totals cannot be ruled out. So the upstate, you have to watch out for some flash flooding. Everyone inside the upstate that's inside this green box, everyone inside this box in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, everyone has to watch out for some isolated flash flooding. And it's gonna, it's probably gonna happen for some spots, but that's not the only place that we have to watch out for precipitation. You look down here, the low country of South Carolina, from the sea breeze coming in into shore, is now bringing in some heavy downpours, especially over here just to the east of Charleston, near Hanahan, just to the north of Hanahan, and maybe trying to get up closer to Georgetown as well. So not only do we have this flash flooding region up here, but we also have a little sea breeze carrying out some strong downpours going inland now from the low country region right now. So that's all that's going on over here inside South Carolina. Let's go ahead and talk about the MRMS. So if we go ahead and zoom our way out, you can see we just, for some reason, have an isolated 1 inch hail report over here near Polk County from the public. So, that's interesting to see. But here is our MRMS. As you can see, we do have some rain up here inside of the northern Midwest. We even have some rain over here, but mainly most of the West Coast as well. Has some rain obviously over here for mainly most of the East Coast. Even up here inside the Northeast is seeing some rain, and up in Canada as well. Louisiana seeing some rain, maybe some isolated downpours, and maybe a couple of thunderstorms going through Oklahoma and Texas right now. Maybe even parts of Missouri as well, but just definitely some downpours are definitely in that line. Here is our current cloud cover. Columbia is covered, Florence is covered, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Augusta, the upstate, everyone's covered right now with some clouds. Now, obviously, you can see that there are clearing spots. So, like right now, I'm looking outside my window. There are some clearing spots. Like the sun is actually shining, but it's mainly because the clouds have took a little bit of a break, and they're not really covering up the sun that well. So we still do have some, you know, the sun still in the sky in some spots, but mainly right now it's the clouds are out, and it's gonna be a cloudy day for most of us. We talked about that yesterday, and here you can see what I mean. If we're going ahead and push this forward, you would see that the cloud cover is going to get more persistent, especially as we go into later today. And then once we continue moving this forward, some more clearing spots clear up tonight. They try to at least, and then once we get into like Sunday, you can see that it it still tries to get covered up. But then, as you can see, some cloud cover tries to get tries to get cleared up in the middle. If we go back a couple hours, you can see right there that some cloud cover tries to get open in the middle, but then it gets taken right back over again. And so it's going to be a hit or miss cloudy day tomorrow as well. Just determines on where you are. Definitely going to be isolated. And then once we get into our Monday, Still seems to be like we have mostly cloud cover out there as well. So it's going to be a cloudy couple of days. And here's our current temperature: 71 in Columbia, 73 in Charleston, 73 Myrtle Beach, 70 Rock Hill, 66 Greenville and Anderson, 70 Augusta, 75 Sumter, 77 Florence. Here's our high temperatures for today: 74 Greenville, Spartanburg, 75 Anderson, 76 Rock Hill, 81 Columbia, 80 Charleston, 81 Hilton Head, 78 up there inside Myrtle Beach. Here's our peak sustained winds for today. Peak sustained winds could get from around 7 to 9 miles an hour, maybe some 10 miles an hour near Myrtle Beach, maybe even isolated 15 over there as well. So we're honestly just watching for, just for some, not really too strong winds. And in terms of wind gust, the only place that you might see a good 20-mile-per-hour wind gust is over there, just near Myrtle Beach, along the coast. Everyone else should be around a good 10 to 15 miles an hour pretty much everywhere else. Pretty much all around the state, a good 10 to 15 miles an hour. Here's our forecasted precipitation for the next 24 hours, and this is what they are talking about the flash flooding threat. As you can see, just to the east of Lawrence and to the southwest of Rock Hill, we do have that yellow risk up there. That's for 2 inches potentially, and then surrounding that, you can see the dark green. That's actually 1.5 inches. So Rock Hill, 1 to 1.5 inches are possible. Spartanburg, 1 to 1.5 inches are possible. Greenville, 0.5 inch to 1 inch. Anderson, 0.5 inch to 1 inch. Lawrence, 0.5 inch to 1 inch. Newberry, 1 to 1.5 inches. Columbia, 1/4 inch to a half. And not really, seeing as much as we get down to like the coast is going to receive seems like the less amount of rain going into today as well, even though rain is still possible down there. Definitely do not, just because you're near the coast or in the low country or PD does not mean that you're cut off from any type of rain. I mean, as you just saw, like just a couple of seconds ago, the sea breeze is moving in. And if we go on ahead and switch over to the composite reflectivity and we go through for today, I'm going to switch over to scene 2 and so y'all can see it. But if we go on ahead, here we go, 9 o'clock in the morning, starting off, you see all of this over here as we go into around 12 p.m. This is noon right here. More showers and storms start to kick up into the upstate. And then look at this, we get to see some more thunderstorms. These might actually be some thunderstorms over here near the Orangeburg, Sumter, Camden regions, and then those will move across the places outside of the green risk here. And then if we go ahead and move forward some more, again, just these training lines of thunderstorms just going to move over the same areas over and over again, and that's what's going to cause this flash flooding. Maybe some thunderstorms here towards the Charleston metro area, getting close to Georgetown, Moncks Corner. Then Charleston gets hit again around tomorrow, 12 o'clock. And so, here's just what the radar could look like. Go ahead and keep a look at the time. I'm just going to slowly go through it. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. As from, this is 9 o'clock right here, so when I start, this is what it's supposed to look like right here. Now, it won't look exactly like this, but, as close as we could get it to. But here, we just continue forward. We go into tomorrow. You can see that it finally starts to move off, but then we get some more thunderstorms starting to push in from the west, and that's just going to be there now. So it's going to be some hit or miss rain for mainly everybody going into tomorrow and today pretty much as well. So everyone, I'd say almost everyone inside the entire state needs to be keeping that umbrella with them going into pretty much, I'd say today and tomorrow as well. Because honestly, all of these, this is a widespread rain event in my opinion. But here's our day 1 categorical outlook, and there's a reason why all of South Carolina is put under a TSDM. It's just because there's going to be thunderstorms possible pretty much all throughout today for all of these states. So that's why I was talking about everyone needs to be keeping that umbrella with them today, because it's not going to be like sunshine and rainbows all day. And then for some reason, no excessive rainfall is expected. I'm kind of interested by that, but I think yeah, that's correct. So I think interesting to see what's going on here, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I'm gonna refresh it just to see if there's any type of update, which there isn't. But I do see that this one right here, this is from the other weather prediction center. They also have this on as well. This might be a little bit of an updated version, but you can see down here there's slight risk down there. So I'm not sure exactly which one. This website does this sometimes, and this is a National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center website. So I don't know, but that's all that I have. So in terms of it says a rainfall, yeah, I don't see it even on the radar either. So yeah, that's it. So make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the share button. We are at last time I checked, it was 89, I believe. Yeah, it was 89. We have 240 videos on the channel, and as of now, yeah, it's just we're at 89, 240 videos on the channel. So at this point, we're still trying to get to 100 by at least the end of May. So if we get to 100 by the end of May, that would be fantastic. And we have a huge video update this evening as well, talking about some more severe weather. Maybe the biggest severe weather threat we've seen almost all year. Maybe except for that January the 9th one. But other than that, big update. And I will be back. Hey!